Well, hello and welcome or welcome back to Read Becca for another overly ambitious to be read pile. This is going to be an especially chaotic one because it's currently just before June and I'm planning my June TBR, and I have one big nebulous unknown in my planning, and that is the Booktube prize. I have set out the first 2 rounds and not participated, but I did sign up and want to participate this year, and so I'm in for the semifinals round, which runs June and July. I do want to also do the finals round, but we'll see where I'm at that point in the next couple months. And I also don't know, as a result, if I'm in fiction or nonfiction judging, and I have no idea what books I'm getting. So there are a couple of very chunky books in the running, especially in nonfiction. So that could be difficult for my reading. It could throw me into a slump if I don't like any of these books, because you're not supposed to DNF. And that has caused problems. Though I have really enjoyed my Booktube Prize reading last year, even when I had books I really didn't enjoy. I had some 1 stars in there. But everything else is going to be very nebulous. So this is going to be a pile that I'm drawing from. I don't think I will get to everything, especially because I have some very long books that I want to read. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting next couple of months. So regardless, I don't know what I have at the time I'm filming this, but by the time I post it, I will know. I'm going to wait and post it after the announcement of the groups and what my assignment is. So I will put on the screen what books I'm getting for Booktube Prize here, and I would like to read at least 3 of those in June. We'll see. So here is the Booktube Prize assignment for me. All right, now that we both know what I've got to read in the next couple months, let's talk about what is on my kind of bubble pile of stuff I want to reach for. So because June is Pride, most of this is very gay, and I'm very excited about that. I have lots to draw from there, and some of it is stuff I've already shown before that I wanted to get in Trans Girl April and didn't get to. So that's, again, exciting because I'm going to be pulling from stuff I didn't quite get to but was excited about. So let's start with one that I was excited about because I just finished another book by the author. That book is Orlando by Virginia Woolf. I just finished her nonfiction essays, A Room of One's Own, and really enjoyed the writing, so I'm super excited to dive into the fiction. This one, as I understand, is kind of a classic with a very gender fluid character based on her partner, Vita Sackville West. And so I think there's going to be some fictionalization there, definitely, and kind of these nebulous gender themes that are definitely play into the queerness of it all. So I think this is a great fit for a queer classic. Next, I have one that I've actually read the second book in this loosely connected companion novella series. This is Sorcerer of the Wildeeps by Ashante Wilson. And the vibe I got of the world from the other story, A Taste of Honey, is kind of Roman-ish. It's very historical feeling with a pantheon of gods that are sort of prominent. And I think this one is following a demigod. So I don't really know much about the story other than it definitely has like a gay romance to it aspect and these, I think, military sort of elements. So very intrigued by that one. I enjoyed the writing very much in the book that I read from this author. Really lyrical prose-wise. So excited to check this one out. Next one is a short story collection that has been on my physical TBR for a little while, and that is Distant Gardens, 10 stories of exploration, biodiversity, and found family. So this has a whole long list of editors and authors, so I will put that information down below. And this one is kind of solar punk, I think hopeful futures in sci-fi that it's imagining, but this specifically is lesbian stories. So I think it's very much highlighting women loving women relationships. So I think that fits perfectly for Pride. And then we have one that I wanted to get to last month. I actually have an audiobook hold on this that I'm waiting for it to come in. This is a new release, Terraformers by Annalee Newitz. Annalee Newitz is a non-binary author who is, I think, partnered with a trans woman. Still, I think Charlie Jan Anders is Annalee's partner as far as I know, and they're both wonderful authors. So This one is, again, I think hopeful sci-fi futures. I don't think this is totally like cozy, but I have heard it has like very comforting and hopeful vibes about the future. So I don't even know very much about it other than that the premise is terraforming a planet. So yeah, really looking forward to this one because I have read and absolutely love previous work from Annalee Newitz. The next one is one I also already talked about, Ocean's Echo by Everina Maxwell. This is the second in a companion novel series that's a male-male romance and set in space, again sci-fi. And I really enjoyed the first one, but I've heard that this one maybe even fixes some of the sort of miscommunication elements that I didn't like in the first one. And this is following a new couple. So really looking forward to this one. I had a buddy read that kind of got slid back because of delays in getting hold. So really excited to dive into this for some kind of cozy romance. Another one, and as I mentioned, Charlie Jane Anders, our trans woman, wonderful author who I've loved books from before. The City in the Middle of the Night has been on my TBR the past couple months, so this one I definitely need to get to. This one is, again, sci-fi. Lots of sci-fi this month. I've been really slacking on my sci-fi reading, so I'm hoping we will be able to catch up. And this one is set in a future, I think, or a planet where there's only a small inhabitable space where everything is either completely dark on one side or completely light on the other side, and you're just in this narrow strip. So very interesting setting and premise for that one. The next one is, I think, a cozy slice of life story, and I have actually started this one slightly, so not very far in. This is A Slice of Mars by Guerric. This is a self-published sci-fi that is following kind of, I think, found family and queer norm setting, maybe, I believe. We will see. And so great for this month. And I think this one is all about them starting a pizza shop on Mars. That looks great in terms of premises for me. I love the idea. And that leads me into some books I've already started as well. So that one I have started but I haven't talked about before. The other two I have started and have talked about a lot before. So Tess with D'Urbervilles and Byzantium I've had ongoing for a couple weeks at least. But that, along with these, Slice of Mars, City in the Middle of the Night, and Ocean's Echo, all of these books are over 400 pages. And it is currently Big Book Summer, run by Sue Jackson. So all of these will work for that readathon. So I would like to finish at least 3 of these over summer. If we drag any more out, that's possible, but it would be really cool if I finished all of them, but I don't know if that's a possibility. So I'm definitely participating in Big Book Summer. So I think that's it for the readathons that I'm going to force myself to participate in, or not force myself, it's not forced. I'm doing it for fun, but that's the ones I'm going to adhere to some degree. I also do kind of want to participate in the Star Trek readathon, and June on the Range is also happening. Those both are really high on my want to get to list. I don't have books specifically picked out, but I really want to fit something in, even if it's just like short fiction or something that fits into those. I'd love to. We'll see if I can do it, but that would be reading Star Trek and reading Westerns in June. I am very excited to dive into perhaps some Star Trek fan fiction. I think that would be a really fun way to go with it. So we'll see. You should definitely check out Read by Fred's announcement video, because Fred has even the whole getup for the costume for Star Trek, and it's just wonderful. So definitely check that one out. I will link it down below. So I think that's it for my TBR. I have other stuff in terms of audiobooks and ebooks that I want to get to. We'll see what all I get to. Booktube prize is the priority, definitely. So as usual, it's a very loosey-goosey TBR. We'll try to get to all of it, but we probably won't. So that is it for me today. Which do you think I should definitely get to this month? Thank you so much for watching.